So, long time no talk. I came up with a different type of video idea. I don't know if this video exists on YouTube yet. I did a social media influencers choose my makeup. Now, I don't know these social media influencers. I do know one. I've actually met her in person, and that's Rositaapplebum. She is so sweet. What this idea is about is that I seen these social media influencers and I let them basically talk me into purchasing the products that they were using and recommended, like many of us do. The first influencer that I am going to talk about is Jenny69 on YouTube, aka Jenny69 on Instagram. And the product that she recommended in one of her videos, which I was very intrigued by, was the Eco Brow Wax. So Jenny69 was saying that the pomade from Anastasia Beverly Hills, apparently it slips and fades away from her face, so that this is a wax and it just stays in place and it also keeps your hairs in place a little bit better. I figured out where they sell it. If you go online and you go to their website, it will tell you if any stores, that is, carry it in your area. And it turns out that not so far from where I live, a store carried it. I went in. Well, actually, I called first and I was like, hey, do you guys have this? And they said yes. Boom, bada bing. And I went and bought it. Next, I am going to bring up the It CC cream. And this was recommended by Nicole Restrepo on YouTube. She doesn't really post much, but she posts a lot on Instagram. And her Instagram is yours truly. She basically had recommended using it and her skin looks really good. Her makeup looks really bomb. And it was great. I do look like Lord Voldemort because I got a shade too light. I'm sure we've all been there. So I ended up returning it. Next person I will be bringing up is Tiara Walker on YouTube. She recommended and lived by the Fenty concealer. She said that it does really well with not creasing, and the Fenty concealer, the color that I chose is 235, and yeah, it by my reaction right here, y'all know I liked it. Then I move on to I'm not a big baker, but I do like to set my concealer because I need to. I don't know anybody that doesn't need to. So the powder that I'm using is the Cover FX translucent powder. This was recommended by Jaclyn Hill. I think a lot of people know who Jaclyn Hill is, especially with the things that are being said about her cosmetic line right now, unfortunately. But I've been a Jaclyn Hill subscriber for a very long time here on YouTube, and that Cover FX powder actually worked really, really well. Then I'm moving on to finally carving out my brows. I typically end up doing my whole brow routine before I put on my foundation, but I think I was just so excited to try everything out. But someone that lives by carving out their brows with this MAC concealer is, again, Beauty by Rosita, Rositaapplebum on YouTube, and Beauty by Rosita on Instagram. She's just amazing. And then I'm just touching up my brows, making sure my concealer and everything is blended out. Next person that I'm going to bring up is Victoria Loopz here on YouTube. She uses Eco Brow Gel for her brows all the time, so I was like, you know what, let me give this a try, how it works. Now, this eyeshadow combo is recommended by someone here on YouTube that it actually has a friend YouTube channel type of thing. It's Steph Durrani on YouTube. They used to be Dash Dolls, the Kardashians, how they have a store called Dash. Well, they used to work there. Apparently, they were on a show. Anyways, I ended up coming across a YouTube video that they had, and their makeup just looks so good, and they actually answered the questions on their makeup in a Q&A. And it turns out that they used MAC eyeshadow in Slow Fast on the lid and Anastasia Beverly Hills Morocco in the crease, and she said that that's her go-to, and it just looks so pretty on her eyes. I swear, it just looked so good. So that's what I'm doing here. Just, again, Morocco and Slow Fast Slow by MAC. Then Juju Des have a couples channel on YouTube, and Destiny did a video on her everyday makeup, I believe it was, and she used this concealer as a cream contour, I guess, and it's the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Concealer in shade 13, and it just warmed up my face like so well. I didn't end up applying any like powder over it or anything like that. I typically do that, like I'll just put it down kind of like a base, and then I'll put like a powder contour or bronzer over it. But again, this was all for the video just to see how it looked, and I ended up liking it. It warmed it up and made it look very, very natural, at least in person, in my opinion. So first I blended it out with a brush, and then I blended it out with the Beauty Blender. And also in that same video, she ended up using the Maybelline The Rocket Volume Mascara, and her lashes, I mean, I'm sure it's just like a natural thing, but her lashes were popping. They look so good. It looked like she had fake lashes on. She basically made me run out and get this mascara, and it is like literally one of the best mascaras that I've ever tried. Then back to Jaclyn Hill. Jaclyn Hill lives by the MAC Giga Black Mascara, and that's the only mascara that I've tried that doesn't run. Like, it doesn't end up making my under eyes like dark. Usually all the other mascaras that I put down there end up, I don't know, smudging or something. I don't know what the term would be, but it ends up making my under eyes dark, and that's not cute. Then I will bring up Beat by Twiggy on Instagram. She recommended the Balm Cosmetics Beach Balm Blush. She did like, I think, an Instagram live video on it, and I was sold. It just looks so good the way that she applied it. It looks like so natural and like just like a hint of color. I was like, yep, I need to go get it. And then of course, Amrezy highlighter. Can y'all guess who recommended it? Your grandma. No, seriously, everybody. But of course, I'm gonna have to just shout out Amrezy, or Amrezy. My bad. I know she's pronounced it so many times. I'm probably gonna get some hate on that. But yeah, her highlight, enough said. And then this lip combo right here. Brittany Bear Makeup on Instagram. She had this lip combo on in one of her pictures, and I love when I have the products that they have on, because then I just try it out the next day. And that's pretty much what I did here. I was like, yo, this is a beautiful lip combo. And that is Morphe Sweet Tea Lip Liner with MAC Myth lipstick. Just wiping off the excess. And that's the look, guys. Hope you like it. Hope you check out these YouTubers and Instagram peoples. Thanks. Peace.